When I first stumbled across the secret, I honestly thought it was too simple to be true. One small tweak to how I fed my soil, and suddenly my plants started growing stronger, greener, and more resilient than ever before. Yields doubled. Herbs exploded with flavour. Flowers bloomed for weeks longer than usual. The crazy part: I wasn't pouring on more fertilizer or buying high-tech gadgets. The real engine of this transformation was fungi. Once I learned how to wake up these invisible allies in the soil, they did all the heavy lifting for me. Let's break this down so you can see exactly how it works, and more importantly, how you can get the same epic results in your own garden. Most people think of fungi as mushrooms sticking out of logs or damp forest soil. But those little caps you see are just the fruit. The real magic happens underground, where fungi form vast thread-like networks called mycelium. These strands are so fine they weave through soil particles, roots, and organic matter, creating an underground highway system for nutrients and water. Scientists even call it the wood wide web, and with good reason. Through this hidden network, fungi connect with plant roots and form one of the oldest partnerships in nature. Here's the exchange. Plants make sugars through photosynthesis and share them with fungi. In return, fungi deliver hard-to-reach nutrients and moisture right to the roots. It's a trade deal that's been shaping ecosystems for more than 400 million years. Without fungi, plants as we know them couldn't exist. And when you learn to harness this partnership, your garden changes dramatically. Think about it like this. Your plant roots, well, they're kind of like drinking straws. They can only pull in what's right around them. But fungal hyphae, those tiny threads of fungi, are even thinner, way more flexible, and can reach into the smallest cracks and soil pores. They actually extend your plant's root system by, honestly, what amounts to miles, gathering phosphorus, nitrogen, potassium, and all sorts of trace minerals that would otherwise just stay locked away. In practical terms, this means your plants grow faster, need fewer chemical inputs, and, just stay healthier with less effort. But the benefits don't stop at nutrients. Fungi also act like these tiny sponges in the soil, holding onto water and slowly releasing it during dry spells. They shield plants from pathogens too, by outcompeting harmful microbes and even producing natural antifungal compounds. The result? Plants that resist stress, bounce back from challenges, and really thrive in conditions that would normally hold them back. All right, so now let's talk about the part you really want to know. What I actually fed my soil to wake up the fungi. The simplest and most effective formula I use is a fungal inoculant diluted into water. You can find these multi-strain inoculants in most garden centres or online, just so you know. Here's the mix that honestly works wonders. 1 tablespoon of fungal inoculant powder diluted into 1 gallon of non-chlorinated water. That's really all there is to it. Just stir it gently and apply it directly to the root zone when you're planting or watering. And if you'd like to coat seeds, you can make a paste by mixing 1 teaspoon of inoculant powder with 2 tablespoons of water, then rolling the seeds in it before planting. It's simple, but it makes a big difference. That gives seedlings an instant head start, letting fungi latch on from day one. You only need to apply this once or twice per season because fungi, once established, keep multiplying and spreading on their own. It's not like fertilizer that washes away. You're building a living, breathing ecosystem right in your soil. Not everyone wants to buy packaged products, and the good news is you don't have to. Fungi thrive when you give them the right conditions. One of the best ways to feed them is simply to add organic matter. Spread mulch like shredded leaves, straw or wood chips over your soil. Compost tea is another powerful booster. To make it, you'll want to fill a 5-gallon bucket with non-chlorinated water, add about 2 cups of finished compost and, well, stir it daily for 2 days. Then just pour the liquid directly onto the soil around your plants. This doesn't just feed fungi, but it wakes up a whole community of beneficial microbes. And here's a key tip. Go easy on tilling. Every time you churn the soil, you break apart the delicate fungal threads. By minimizing disturbance, you give fungi a chance to weave stronger networks year after year. You know, it's surprisingly easy to sabotage fungi without even realizing it. High phosphorus fertilizers, for example, can actually make plants, well, kind of lazy. When roots sense that nutrients are freely available, they just stop trading sugars with fungi. And overuse of fungicides is another major problem. While you might kill a few harmful pathogens, you also wipe out the beneficial fungi your plants need. And of course, heavy tilling is like tearing up a web every time it's built. If you want fungi to do the work for you, step back and let them thrive. I'll be real with you. The first time I tried this, I was skeptical. But the changes were undeniable. My tomato plants doubled in yield compared to the year before. My basil tasted stronger, with a depth of flavour I hadn't experienced before. Flowers stayed in bloom for weeks longer, and the plants as a whole looked tougher and more resilient. And I'm not the only one seeing this. Farms around the world are reporting similar results. Bigger harvests, healthier soil, and lower reliance on chemicals, just by unlocking the power of fungi. The real beauty here is that fungi aren't a quick fix. They're a long-term investment in soil health. You know, every season that you add compost mulch or inoculants, the network just grows stronger. Over time, you're building a soil ecosystem that, well, can sustain itself. That means less watering, fewer chemicals, and stronger crops. It's really the kind of change that doesn't just improve your garden today, but sets it up for abundant harvests year after year. If you've been chasing better fertilizers or working harder to fix struggling plants, it might be time to step back and let nature do the heavy lifting. So, just add a spoonful of inoculant to your soil, or, simply mulch, and stop tilling, and then watch as fungi quietly transform your garden. Over the weeks and months, you'll notice stronger growth, richer harvests, and soil that seems more alive than ever before. And here's my challenge to you. Try this in one corner of your garden and see the difference for yourself. Record the progress, share your results, and become part of this underground revolution. If you found this guide helpful, don't forget to hit subscribe to Timeless Crops Haven and share this video with your fellow growers. Together, we'll unlock the true potential of our gardens, one handful of living soil at a time.